Legendary status. VicXL. Sam P's aka TF. When y'all gonna learn, man? You can't stop what's inevitable. It's the incredible. PZ AKTF dropping jewels, but they edible. I ate my vegetables, but he ate my spinach. Riding with Vic again, so no, we ain't finished. Legendary status, so no, you cannot copy. Riding dirty radio, so crispy, also sloppy. Instant to the street, so we know just what is needed. But keep it underground, staying down, cause we ain't greedy. This is where you find what is popping for the culture, where we keeping it all fresh and stay away from all the vultures. No scavengers here, just keeping it real. Vic got it out the mud, but it's still so clear. So sit back, relax, and just let us lead you. If you trolling for no reason, then we don't need you. It's VicXL, he can't be stopped. Riding dirty forever, the home of real hip hop. Ride dirty, dog, and y'all can't harm me. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty. How you ride dirty, dog, and y'all can't harm me. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty. You can't stop what's inevitable. It's the incredible. PZ AKTF dropping jewels, but they edible. I ate my vegetables, but he ate my spinach. Riding with Vic again, so no, we ain't finished. Legendary status, so no, you cannot copy. Riding dirty radio, so crispy, also sloppy. Instant to the street, so we know just what is needed. But keep it underground, staying down, cause we ain't greedy. This is where you find what is popping for the culture, where we keeping it all fresh and stay away from all the vultures. No scavengers here, just keeping it real. Vic got it out the mud, but it's still so clear. So sit back, relax, and just let us lead you. If you're trolling for no reason, then we don't need you. It's VicXL, he can't be stopped. Riding dirty forever, the home of real hip hop. Ride dirty, dog, and y'all can't harm me. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty. Ride dirty, dog, and y'all can't harm me. I'm living fly in the sky with the stars. Ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty, ride dirty.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy VicXL. This is the Riding Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life, man. One time for all the people checking us out, whether you're checking us out on your favorite streaming platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Audio Mac, whether it's SoundCloud, whether it's Mixcloud. One time for all the people checking us out on all the streaming platforms throughout the country. One time for all the people who check us out every Thursday night, Friday morning from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on WRFG 89.3 FM. One time for everybody that's subscribed up to us on all social media platforms. All right? Real quick, man. One time for the good people over at live365.com. Last year, when the pandemic said, voila, we launched our very own internet radio station, Ride 95, in conjunction with Live 365. And we are the home of what's next in hip-hop and R&B. Now, the way to access us is very, very easy. All you got to do is go to live365.com. Once you're there, go into that search engine. Once you're in that search engine, type in RIDE, R-I-D-E, the number 9, the number 5, then click on that station logo. Once you click on that logo, we will pop up in your face. Bam! And you have music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right, now, if you want to check us out via your mobile devices, also just as easy. All you have to do is download the Live 365 app. Once you download that app, go to that search engine, type in Ride 95, click on that logo, and again, voila, we are right there, giving you, again, music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best in what's next in hip hop and R&B. Please lock us in. Please lock us in. All right? Okay, now you know what this is. This is the Ride and Dirty Show. We provide a platform for those people who are definitely moving, shaking, and changing things. We provide the opportunity for them to tell their story. And today is no different than any other day on this platform. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ride and Dirty platform. Artist Zay Zay. What's going on, my G?
What's going on?
Man, maintaining. I want to start this thing off by saying welcome to the platform. I'm very humble, and I appreciate you taking out your time to sit down and chop it up with us.
No, of course. No, I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity.
All right, man, look, let's get into it, man. We got a few minutes, so let's get into it. Let's take a ride in the life of Zay Zay. The first thing I want to ask you is, where are you from?
Born and raised in Liberia, Africa. That's West Africa. Painesville Village, Monrovia, to be exact.
Okay. How did you get introduced to hip hop in Liberia?
I honestly didn't. I'm from my country is known for war and human cannibalism, to be honest with you. So I'm saying, growing up, the traditional household, family, African, I ain't see running water, power, nothing until I was 11. So it was a civil war in my country, and my mother fled through the civil war and brought me and my other family members out here. So I ain't really started making music till I got out of prison at 23 probably, 24. All my homies pushed me to do it based on my life story. You know what I'm saying? They just understand what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And how, like, I'm saying just some of the things I spoke on, some of the things I've endured. So music actually formed me, honestly.
All right, so look, hold on now. Now, you said your mom fled Africa when you were 11 years old.
Yeah, like 11, 10. It was a civil war in my country, Liberia. You can look it up everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's going crazy. People are telling me that I'm a war baby. You know what I'm saying? So for a chance of a better life, my mother made that sacrifice to bring me and my 4 stepbrothers out here.
All right, man. What was that journey like for you, 11-year-old or 10-year-old? What was that journey like, man? Just traveling from basically escaping your country, coming to the States. What was that journey like for someone so young?
Honestly, it was crazy. Now that I sit back and think about it, because I'm saying it's like, I sometimes imagine as a kid, when your parents might get divorced, you might move to another state to start over. I had to move from a whole different country. I'm saying, like, well, in my country, we still don't have, like I said, don't have running water, power, nothing. So, what I'm saying, it's crazy. I'm just saying this, but like in Liberia and in Africa, and people live in the United States is like the golden ticket. Like everything you want is just in your hands when you come to the United States. So the transition over of me not really speaking proper English, or it wasn't clear and defined for people, still kind of having that broken English, that slang. You feel me? I'm dark as hell. You feel what I'm saying? Short kid from Africa, like. Just that was very tough. I'm saying being called African booty straps, because when I moved to Detroit at that age, it wasn't cool to be African back then. You know what I'm saying? Like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody African, people who ain't African still claiming it. So it wasn't cool back then. So it was very tough, especially growing in Detroit. Detroit wasn't diverse at all. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like the only African kid in my school for like months. I remember principals getting on loudspeakers and saying stuff like "Welcome Zay Zay to America." This is the first time seeing snow. Like it was very hard for sure.
All right, now, how long did it take you to actually adapt to the country?
It took me a while. I actually started rebelling. I got tired of it. I got tired of it getting picked on and things like that. So it took me a while to really get adjusted. I kind of started, like I said, rebelling, started getting in trouble. So I think I ain't really accept being African, honestly, until I was like 23.
Okay. So did you were you able to basically come into Detroit, enroll in school and finish up your schooling, or like how was the education for you?
It's crazy. They treated me like I was an alien or something. See, when you come from Africa, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in Africa, I think I was like, I was advanced in Africa terms in Liberia, because I was like 2 grades ahead of my age. But coming back to the United States, I'm really valued education in Africa, so they put me a grade back. You know what I'm saying? This is my actual age. So like they made you go through certain stuff because they feel like you're not at the level you should be. So it was definitely hard. Teachers weren't really trying to help me out because it was like a language barrier. I didn't really understand what they were saying. People were moving fast. And I'm saying, so as a kid, the best thing to do is act out when you not feel like you get like get hurt for sure. So it took me a while. I think I got put out of most public schools I went to. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't just because I was a bad kid. I just wasn't getting hurt. Like I was misunderstood. I feel like, and so I was like, they were trying to get me to adapt too fast, and it really wasn't hitting me. And so like other kids.
Okay, now what was the adaptation like for your mother? I mean, because she had to start all over too. Like, what was the job situations like? How did the neighborhoods treat her? Like, what was it like for her and just you guys as an entire family? Like, how were y'all able to hold it together?
Man, honestly, with you, we wasn't. If you really think about it, my mom in Africa, you know, she had some type of, she had, of course, she built a reputation and name for herself. My mom played basketball. She was on a part of the Olympic team. Much like 6'2". So coming from a country where people know you, respect you, to come in here, having to work 3 jobs and support your kids, not the same. Like I said, a lot of people in Africa see America as a golden ticket. And I really understand you really got to bust your ass, or I don't know how to curse, but bust your butt and work, you know what I'm saying, for everything that you want in life. So it was hard on my mother. Like I know she was going through a lot. You can speak to her now, she was depressed and a lot of things was going through it because a single mother trying to take care of me and my other stepbrothers working 3, 4 jobs to make ends meet, not the life that she expected of giving everything up and saying Africa to move out here.
Okay. All right. Now, you mentioned that you didn't get into the music until, and if I heard you correctly, until you got out of prison. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, I went to prison at 18. Had a little big case, so I ended up going to I ended up getting sentenced to like almost like 20 years at 18. Sitting in jail for like 2, 3 years, appealing it, ended up getting some time knocked off. So I put in about 10 years. I did 2.5. But then I went through some other situations like them trying to deport me and all type of extra stuff. So it was definitely hard for my family. Okay. Like I said, in that situation, I wasn't thinking about music. You know what I'm saying, here in Africa, you either gonna be a nurse, a doctor, or something that type of field. That's what we was told as kids. Music was nothing. Like I don't know no other Liberian rapper. I think that's why it's so like important to me to really put on and kind of open the eyes to people who aren't in Liberia. Like that's the career path, because nobody, you know what I'm saying, in my country is thinking about that. Every African artist you know is from Nigeria or other country.
Okay. All right. Now, with that being said, at what point did you realize that you have a talent? Because you never pursued music. So were you like sitting in a cell? I mean, were you freestyling amongst friends? Like, where did you realize, like, man, I have a talent for this?
Honestly, I wouldn't do none of that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Honestly, to be rude, I wouldn't do none of that. Like I said, I didn't freestyle, I didn't write music, I didn't try to make music in jail, I didn't write nothing. Like, it's hard. Like, people still don't believe me when I tell them, but, like, none of that was part of my life. Like, I got out of prison. I worked downtown locker room, Columbia, Maryland. I ended up going to college, played college ball for a couple of years. Jugo Howard Community College in Maryland. Like, music was not a part of my life. Like, I said, my friends influenced me. Like, bro, just try. Like, their story got to be heard. I actually ended up making a song off, like, playing around, and it became my therapy because nobody could understand what I was going through. I couldn't talk to my mother about what I was going through because, she still felt like, she took it as still traditional African way. You can make it. If she can make it, I can make it. So she wasn't trying to hear no complaints. Nobody trying to understand, really hear what I was going through. So music just became my therapy. Like, I didn't write raps at all. Like, I couldn't even tell you, I didn't grow up on music. I couldn't watch BT till I was like 18.
Dang. Dang.
Real, like nothing, nobody in my whole music related. Nobody, nothing, no church, anything.
All right, so you started to tell your story, your friends encouraged you to do it. Like, how easy did it come for you?
I ain't gonna say it came easy, but it really wasn't hard because I'm speaking from the heart. Like I feel like I make soul music. So in order for me to make a song, I really got to feel it. I can have a conversation about some topics, or we can talk about some personal stuff. Of that conversation, I can make a song about it because I really feel what I'm saying. Like that passion is there. So like it's not easy. It got to be something I'm going through.
Okay. All right. Now, when you started to pursue it, like what steps did you take? Were you finding beats? Were you finding producers? Were you finding studios? Like, what were the beginning steps for you? Because there are a lot of people who want to get into the game and they've been dreaming about it for 20 years. Like this was something that you just started doing within the past 5 years. So what steps did you take to start to build your career?
At first, I mean, one, I say find some people who actually see your vision or in some way believe your vision. So shout out to my manager, Jay, James, Tope, on my team for sure. I started using YouTube beats. Then, you know what I'm saying, like, after a while, I started the game crazy. I came in the game like I already made it. Like, I was already doing certain stuff. So I came in the game already, like, pulling up with Rolls Royce in my hood and shooting videos and things like that, like, not really understanding the process. I took a few steps back. And once I got on my team, they started telling me, like, you got to pay for beats. You can't just drop them. You got to go to actual studio time. You can't just record songs in the closet and just things like that. So I would say having people around me who told me what steps it was to make my music, like, the production better, so I could present it to somebody in the music industry. So my team really.
All right, now, you talk about pulling up YouTube beats. When you start looking for beats, what vibe were you on for your beats? Did you want something that was heartfelt, something club-wise? Like, what type of beats were you looking for?
When I first started, I tried to do some club stuff. They wanted for me. Then I started looking at R&B beats. I love, for some reason, I love R&B music. I feel like it's more passion to R&B music. You got to feel it. So I started looking at beats like some artists that I was like really, really, you know what I'm saying, in tune with their music. So I started looking up kind of beats that they was kind of on. And then after a while, I started like figuring my style out and beats and things like that. And I think with my producer and engineer, Justin, you know what I'm saying, he kind of like filled my vibe out and then kind of just helped me figure that out. So I would say, yeah, thanks to Justin, I ended up meeting an engineer who kind of filled the vibe I was going for, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So he helped me kind of find that sound.
Okay. All right. Now, when we listen to your music, are we going to hear first of all, are you going to be repping Liberia? Are you going to be encouraging other people from Liberia to actually pursue their dreams? Or are we going to hear more tales from the United States? Or what can we expect to hear from Zay Zay?
You're going to hear both, honestly, because like I said, I done did everything. I done played college basketball, come out of prison. You feel me? Like, really college basketball. Like, I was a division athlete, so I can talk about going to college, you know what I'm saying, trying to make some out of nothing, or pretty much going to college based on your mother dream. Because my mom wanted a degree. I'm not really a person that really was too much into college, so I can speak about everything, going through college, coming from a third world country with poverty, walking down 9 miles to school, walking back, no running water, still bathing outside. Like, you're going to hear both of it. You're going to hear a story. You're going to hear everything. Everything I went through. You're going to hear everything. I mean, I'm for sure. Like, I put Liberia on my back. So you're going to hear me definitely encourage other people from Liberia to really stand up and claim it. Because, like I said, my country is known for a war country. Human killing, and saying, like, we're not really known for nothing positive. Nothing. No, anything positive that I can speak about other countries. We still in the dark. We still don't have running water and power. We still don't have GPS. So I'm definitely encouraging other people who are from Liberia to stand up and claim it, for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, are you hearing more artists come from Liberia now, or is it still pretty much the same?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know any major artists that's from Liberia, but I know a few people in the industry. Polo G, DJ, that's my boy. I'm saying DJ Tony. So yeah, he's Liberian. I know a few people in the industry are Liberian, but not too many artists. So
got you. All right, now at this point in your career, and it's still early in your career, like what has been some of the hardest struggles for you as an independent artist?
I feel like at the getting on the platform to really get your message across, that's one of the biggest things as an independent artist. Especially when you're not making music that's kind of like everybody else. My music is I ain't gonna say kind of different. It's extremely different. Extremely different than I feel like most artists. I don't sound like nobody else. So as an independent artist, like, just kind of being patient and waiting to get a platform to get your message across. A lot of times I feel slept on, for sure. Especially investing my own money, my own time and effort into this, and not really getting the results or recognition that you feel like you deserve. Sometimes that can discourage you, but kind of just sticking to it, try to give them a platform where you can get your message across.
Definitely. All right, now, you have a single that's dropping in a few days, but I want to talk about this single that you actually have an official video to on YouTube called Log Off. Tell me a little bit about Log Off.
I make log off songs. Honestly, kind of getting tired of social media and Instagram, and really decided to log off. I let my cousins on my Instagram because a lot of time, well, I'm gonna speak on me personally. When I came out of prison, I was comparing myself to people who was my age, who was in a better financial position than I was, and you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like messing my head up, and kind of had me second guessing myself and things like that. So log off is kind of just saying, you feel me, like kind of taking a break from social media and all the faking and clout and things that people are valuing nowadays, taking a break from all that. Logging up, kind of focusing on myself. I don't really believe in social media. I feel like social media is fake, so I try not to get too involved into it. So log up is one of them songs, you know what I'm saying, to messages. Sometimes just take a break from all that.
All right, now, and I agree with you, man. On social media, there are a lot of people pretending to be things they're not. They're making up stories. But with social media being so important, how important do you feel like social media is to building a career as an artist?
Nowadays, it's very, very important. You know what I'm saying, whatever you stand for as a brand, you got to represent on social media. At first, I really understand that because I'm still being about emotions. So when I was going through things like on Instagram and go back and forth with people on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, like the regular stuff. Like I wasn't dissing people, but I was letting people know what I was standing on. I was standing on business. You feel me? Like that type of stuff. But then I realized, like, as an artist, I can't be rapping about things I'm rapping about, or that's I'm trying to get across positive, give people encouragement and motivation, and still kind of pushing some stuff, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, guns and things like that. So it do matter, you know what I'm saying, especially if you a brand, you want to create a brand, it definitely matters for sure how you portray yourself, how people can perceive you, what you post is what people know. So.
All right. Now, I didn't ask this question. I can't let you get off without asking. Like, who are some of your influences? Once you start to dive into the music, like, who are some of your influences when it comes to creating?
Dang, that's a hard question. I don't really feel like I have none. Like I said, I didn't grow up in a musical household, so that's a hard question. I mean, it's some artists in the game I definitely mess with, but they're not really big artists, really local artists that I have a strong relationship with. Money Man Cam, my little brother Fat Jack, they motivate me. You know what I'm saying, like the way they make music and things like that. And big artists, I feel like of course Drake. You know what I'm saying, Future, those type of rappers. Of course, I came up with Chief Keef and some rappers. Like I was really big on them. You know what I'm saying, in prison, had a radio. That's some of the artists that really came to mind.
Okay. All right. Now, you got a record that's about to drop on the 11th. Tell me the name of that record.
Yeah. I wish for sure.
Okay. And what's the concept of the record? Who produced it? And where will people be able to find it?
I wish it's gonna be out March 11th, all platforms. Video will drop too. March 11th. Video shot by my boy Rico shot it. Produced and engineered by my engineer Justin. Shout out my team for sure to get behind this EQ. I wish, really honestly, it's a wish. When I started making music, I was cool with a lot of people. A lot of homies that I was I feel like I was close with. I had that back fully, but as I started making music, I feel like that wasn't reciprocated the same way. A lot of people didn't say they didn't show me the same love that I was showing them. So I wish it's pretty much going back to the fact of me saying, like, I wish before the music and Instagram and, you know what I'm saying, everybody trying to compete to see who got the best jury and all that stuff. Like, before all the fame, when we were still, you know what I'm saying, on the block and in the streets doing what we did, like, that unity that we had, that love, that, you know what I'm saying, that connection we all had. But it's not there no more. So I wish it pretty much just touch up on that.
Okay. All right. Now, what's the anticipation for it, man? Like, how are you feeling like the people are going to receive the record?
I feel like they're going to love it. My true fans for sure are going to love it. I feel like I try to put a piece of my heart in every song I drop. Like, you got to feel it. And it's crazy. I said it every time I get on the mic. Like, they got to feel it. So I feel like they're going to love it. My true fans, they're going to love it. I put time and effort, a lot of time and effort, actually, to everything I do when it comes to video preparation, calls with my team, label, everything. So I feel like my fans who been following me since I started making music 3 years ago going to love it.
No doubt. All right, now, before we go, man, shout out all your social media platforms, wherever they can find you, and let them know again that release date and where they can pick up I Wish.
I Wish, man, shout out my team first, my two of my managers. My team will be behind me for sure. I Wish dropped March 11th, all platforms. Okay, you can find me everywhere. I don't know what I'm saying. That's pretty much it.
All right, man. If they want to keep up with you on Instagram, if the ladies want Want to see what Zay Zay look like? Give them that information.
Hey, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, same name, Zay Zay, ZAYY_1. You're gonna see my bio, Liberia, Liberia. I'm saying I'm gonna stamp it. It's always in my bio. I say no, it's me. So one only me. So again, Instagram and Twitter is Zay Zay, ZAYY_. And you say I ain't bougie on Instagram, I'm gonna follow you back for sure.
All right, now look. Now you said that your mom balled. Said she was 6'2" and she was a baller, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you said you also played in college, right?
Yeah.
Who wins one-on-one between you and your mom?
Hey, man, come on, man. That's my big thing. I ain't gonna put on the internet and say, you know what I'm saying? But I would do her end, though. I might dunk on my mom.
No doubt, no doubt. Zay Zay, man, it was a pleasure talking to you. Look, let's do this. Let's give these people something. Let's wet that taste buds, man. Let's give them a little something to remember you by until March 11th. Do me a favor and introduce this log off to the world.
Hey, man, this your boy Zay Zay. You feel me? Liberia finest artist, the one and only, you know what I'm saying? Putting on for my country from the west side. This is my single, Log Off, out now on all platforms. I appreciate the opportunity. Tap in with me, man. Instagram, Zay Zay, ZAY_1. Love for life.
Appreciate it, my G.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, man. God bless.